Hello, everyone, and welcome to OutTakes. I'm Laurie, and our guest for today is James Reynolds. James has been on Days of Our Lives since 1981, playing the role of Abe Carver, the longest-running African-American character in soap opera. He was nominated for a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1990 for his role as Henry Marshall in Generations, and was again nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama as Abe in 2004. Aside from his television career, he also owns and operates the Fremont Center Theater in Pasadena, California, along with his wife, Lisa Lang, an actress in her own right. James and Lisa will be making a special appearance on July 5th at Cape May Stage in New Jersey to star in Oliver Haley's unpublished play, Where She Stops, Nobody Knows. Also at Cape May Stage, James is directing the production of Top Dog Underdog, which will run from September 29th through October 23rd. Now, I do have to announce that we are having technical difficulties with our chat room, mainly that I can't get into it. So if you do want to ask James a question, I'm going to have to ask that you please call in at 347-989-0605 if you want to speak with James. So, James, welcome.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you. And I do have to tell you that we are also opening Top Dog Underdog at our theater, at the Fremont Center Theater in South Pasadena on August 21st, and it will run here through the 25th of September.
Oh, okay, so it's running two different places. Okay.
Right.
I knew about
right.
Cape May Stage. And I'll just do a shout-out that it's at www.fremontcentertheater.com for anyone that wants to check that out.
Exactly.
Well, could you give listeners who are planning to go out to Cape May a little preview of what to expect from Where She Stops, Nobody Knows?
Well, absolutely, and I hope to see everyone. That's the 4th of July weekend and July 5th, and, I'm sure a lot of your listeners know that Cape May is just a charming town, and the Cape May Theater, who's Roy Steinberg is the artistic director, is equally as charming and just do tremendous work there. In fact, I think Teo Pinglis is currently doing a show there. Where She Stops, Nobody Knows is by the playwright Oliver Haley. I'm sure so many people know his work on Broadway, 5th of July being one of those. And this is an unpublished piece that was actually done at the here at the Mark Taper Forum a number of years ago, and Elizabeth Forsythe Haley, Oliver's wife, is a good friend of ours and also a member of our board, and we did this play at our theater about 10 years ago. It's actually a staged reading, and it's a very whimsical piece about life and love and the search for it.
I've heard that you play 27 different characters.
Something like that. I play
wow.
different characters. I'm not sure it's 27, but it's a lot. There are a lot of different characters. Everything from a baby to an infant, rather, to a gondolier in Venice.
Wow, that sounds like fun. Actually.
It is. It is a great deal of fun.
Well, like you mentioned, you and Roy worked together quite a bit while he was on Days. Did you ever think that you were going to be working together in the theater, like at his theater company this way?
No, I didn't, but I'm happy about that. Roy's a theater guy and has a tremendous background in the theater, and so we both share that love. And he, once he was hired to become the artistic director at Cape May, and we were able to, we went there last year, my wife and I. Lisa does a solo show, A Woman of Independent Means, by Elizabeth Forsythe Haley, and I do my own solo show, I Too Am America. And we both did it last fall at Roy's Theater, and just fell in love with the theater as we had many years before with both Roy and Marlena, so it was great to be there.
Uh-huh. Well, are you still planning to do more touring with that show, with I Too Am America?
I am. I don't have anything immediate, but I am planning on doing some more touring with that, and I'll start moving on that probably a little bit later this year.
Awesome. Well, we're switching gears to another show, but I did want to ask
Sure.
you, what inspired you to create a one-man show like that?
Well, there were several things. I mean, one I know the cast that I'm working with, so I didn't have a problem getting along with them. So that was part of it. But I wanted to do a show that dealt largely with African American history and that showed what I call the universality of the American experience, the commonality of our pioneering heritage, all of us, no matter where we came from or how we came to be on these shores. And that's what stimulated it. I've always been a lover of history and read a great deal about history, and I thought this would be something to present. It has changed over the years. When I first started doing it, I dealt with a lot of different characters throughout American history and African American history, and I still do. I incorporate some poetry, some literature, but now I also incorporate some of my own family's history and even a little bit of personal history.
Speaking of that, you, as I had mentioned in the intro, Abe
Mm-hmm.
Carver is the longest-running African-American character. I'm not sure if it was in soap opera or on television in general.
Yeah.
But what do you think it is about the character of Abe Carver that has had such lasting appeal?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know if I'm the one to answer that, but it is actually on television, nighttime and daytime, and it's a privilege to have that honor. But it's difficult to say. I think because he has a lot of everyman qualities, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think he's a guy who knows when to be tough, when to be in charge, when to be tender and caring with his friends and family. Someone who understands his own strengths and his own weaknesses. I think it's kind of an elaborate answer, but it's probably that idea that he is a little bit of every man.
Awesome. Going back just for a second let's talk for a second about the Fremont Center Theater. You've said you've run several different theater companies, throughout your career, about 5 or 6. What is it that appeals to you about running a theater?
Well, many of us started in the theater, and that was our beginning. It's something that we love. We like the immediacy of the theater, performing in front of an audience. We like the process of rehearsal and finding everything that you can in a character, or in the case of Top Dog, which I'll be directing in a play, and going through that process of discovery. You really love that, and there's something about the theater. There's something about the cooperative nature of it that I really enjoy. I love the idea when I'm producing a play of bringing together different elements, the light director, the stage managers who are so key to whatever you do. If I'm not directing, a director, wardrobe, there's something about that in pulling together, and then on opening night, seeing that process all come together and seeing that creation take life. And it's something that I've enjoyed now for too many years. I don't think I want to count them anymore.